4B movement is going to force men to be real. It doesn't matter if you're single, married, in a relationship. You're going to be forced to be a real brother, man. And if you're already a pill man right now, this 4B movement is a victory for us because everything that we've said, every boundary that we set, that's what we meant. And this is why they have to do what they have to do. You understand what I'm saying? Because we told them we don't want no old single mothers. We don't want women with high body counts. And so with that being said, like they have to do this, guys. You have to understand this is a victory for men. Because listen, we know that the majority of the women who are talking all this about the 4B movement, they've hit the wall. They're over 30. They had children before they got married. They've never been married, but they got children. And they got a high body count, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing us a favor.
So there we go. Shout out to my guy. What's your take on this whole 4B movement? You just let us know a little bit just now.
My whole thing is that I heard it from like no offense to anybody that's on the show, but when I first heard it, I just went and made a quick video. I had no idea that it would do what it did. So from my understanding, it happened in South Korea, and the women are real disciplined there, and they're serious about family there. So, and I guess like this year's first graders, there was no first graders in class. They're really cracking down that we're not having no children. And so I was like, okay, but I didn't understand the Korean culture. And so American women have been picking this up and thinking that they have the power to do this. And I said it in one of my other videos is that they don't care about family enough to pull this off. You know what I mean? So, and another video I saw of a South Korean lady, she said that it's like a small percentage of women who are actually involved in the 4B movement. So when our women pick it up with all the selling cat, all the multiple baby daddies and things like that, it's just not going to be doable. The women in South Korea are about family, marriages, and they don't have the LGBT community is not a huge factor over there. So it got out of control. And all I was saying was, is this a beard for the LGBT community? Because I saw lesbians do it, and then I hear heterosexual women say it's for heterosexual women. So I'm just trying to see through the fog and trying to find out what it is. And it turned out now I'm old, my beard is dry and all that. It was all about
sign language.
Right. They were shaming me and everything, bro. So I was like, dang, I'm fighting for my life in the comments. And it's all about you're never gonna beat anybody. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My wife is 25. I'm 43. Okay. If you want some game, holler at me. So, they in there trying to cook me and and talk down on me, bro. And that it's like the sprinkle thing. It's gonna be here today and gone tomorrow. But like I said, I'm gonna say once again, our women in America, they don't have the tools to really pull this off, and because there's so much going on with them. They 1 minute they move the goalposts. It's all about how I feel and all this. It's a mess. So that was my whole thing, but it got blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. I'll let you guys talk.
No, that's it. I was saying the same thing, brother Kobe. I said, I think it's awesome that they would try to do this whole 4B movement over here, but I don't think they got the discipline. You're talking about withholding kudikata, especially from the guys that they deem desirable. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to go from a raunchy, wretched culture to instantly now we saints and we chastise all of a sudden. Good. I'm saying good luck. Just good luck. So what you got, Crystal? I know Crystal been taking notes. Her and Tyranny. What you got, Crystal?
Only time will tell. So only time will tell with what eventually happens. So we could watch that over the next few years. And also I don't get that whole a woman with a high body count unless she is an OnlyFans woman or a prostitute or ex stripper. I just don't get how men know unless you do. And even sometimes marry a woman in her 20s, if she's clowned in college, he has more life experiences, more resources that she would be looking for. So I don't think it's a flex when an older man is with a younger woman. I mean, it's kind of, people always date younger or, women date older. So I don't think it's, especially if she's not a American on top of that, then it's even easier to see how you got the person. So
No,
that's the only
no.
thing I have to say about that. And yeah.
I got something to say about that because over in Africa they have culture, they have family. Okay, so it's harder for men to manipulate somebody over there. You see, because they got fathers, uncles, moms. You see what I'm saying? You got to be on tight on your game. You got to be respectable because they will weave you out over there. Now, okay, my reason for dating younger is because I don't have any children. So when I say women over 30, I'm not saying that they can't be concubines. I'm not saying I can't kick it with them. I'm saying that for me, if I want to start a family, or any man that doesn't have children, he needs to be if you're over 35 and stuff like that, you need to be thinking of someone younger because most of y'all, 80% of y'all already have kids and it's out of wedlock. So for me, as an older man at 43, and I want to start a family, I'm gonna try to get a younger tenderoni. It's no
Right.
different. Just like if I got money, I'm gonna get a newer car. I'm not gonna go get a raggedy car that's
Right.
got miles on it. You
Right. I
women,
don't think,
would you rather have a 2024 Mercedes or a 2004 Mercedes?
look, I'm the last person. Every week I'm up here talking about older and younger.
But it is.
No, I'm always up here advocating for age gap relationships, so that's not my issue. I just don't think it's anything that's like, oh, it's like you're doing a slam dunk, especially when a person is from a third world country. For all we know, in 10 years, which I've seen it, I used to work in the health field. I know a lot of Philippines and Kenyans, and a lot of them would end up leaving after they got citizenship or once they eventually got what they want. Not all the time, but a lot of time. I think whenever someone is in a more desperate third world country, it's a lot easier to convince them anything than a
Well,
woman
how come
in
you
the
guys
country.
got all the education and jobs, but y'all can't even get a husband? But you're talking about a third world country because there's no discipline. Okay,
Those are
the
two different
education,
conversations.
the colonizers
Thank
have
you. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with that.
No,
That's the problem that you all see.
this is the thing.
This is what I meant. This is
brother,
exactly what I meant. Men think they don't have the problem. They think it's us women who have
wait,
the problem.
guys that are getting results don't have a
any
problem. Guys that are getting
whatsoever.
results don't have a problem. Guys that are getting results don't have a problem.
And women who are getting results don't have a problem either.
Right, I got the results as well. It's just because I go about it a different way.
Thank you.
I'm this and I'm that. I have the results as well. I'm not complaining about. I'm not saying my
the
life is
results as
perfect.
well.
I think it's interesting that this brother Separate talked about how he have his lady and his lady has a mom and dad and his community, but he still probably only got her because she was desperate. Chris, so that's what we got from that.
I didn't
Just
say
and that, no, stop, because
No,
here we go. I got to help my sister Crystal out. Crystal, you just sat here and said that this man only got his wife because she was desperate from a third
I
world
didn't
country.
say only. I said not always, but it's more of a risk. If you're dating someone, just like, well, and if that's the case, why do y'all have the green card bag? If that's the case, then why do
Because
we?
men and women ain't equal. So
And
if you
anything,
if you are a desirable, resourceful man, you can go get a beautiful woman that's not the same as some 300-pound woman having a man marry her because he won a green card.
or how about this? A man who can't get along with women in his own country, and so because he doesn't self-reflect as we
Let's
see.
say that's true though. That might not be so
Same
bad.
difference.
If these women are hyenas, if he can't get along with a bunch of hyenas, that might not be such a bad
Then you
thing.
say a man complaining about what he can't get ain't a real man. There you go. Passport.
I didn't say he got desirable.
You are assuming, Crystal. You are assuming all this stuff like you said earlier.
Assuming what? He said he got a wife. He said she's African.
No, you assuming he can't deal with these women in his country. He had to run. You are assuming.
No, I'm saying that at the end of the day, he saw a problem. He couldn't get a woman in his country, so
you assuming.
That's assumption. He never said. You just assumed. You just made all that up.
You really believe that I can't get a woman in America? Stop playing.
I don't know what you got going on. I can't say that. I'm going off what you did.
But you did say that. You did, Crystal.
I'm going off
Crystal, I'm helping. That's why you get a little push. Crystal, you know I rocks with you, Luna 6 for real. But Crystal, that's why you get a lot of pushback. Because you came up and you even Rose in the chat, even Rose in the chat, Rose said get off his neck, Crystal.
So
No,
we're
what I'm
saying he just
listen,
gets that-
but
you
can
just
I
get
can I
that
explain
on
myself? The
life.
reason why I said that is because he instantly started talking about how black women have no black mothers and black women have always been known to be family oriented. That is something black, even white women say how culturally and community and family oriented the black woman is. So
Single
I
mother,
know different from that.
family,
So I didn't let me I
not
just want to finish this to
family.
answer. I'm
That's
sorry.
not family. That's not a family. A single mother.
And
That's
instead of saying we have issues, everybody has issues across the board, we
sure,
instantly
sure.
get it's the black woman's fault. Instantly get, because that's the first thing out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Guys,
so I
Black
didn't
woman didn't do
assume.
this.
I didn't
guys,
How
assume.
is
Black
the black
women
woman?
didn't do that.
hey,
It's
nothing
never
new.
been a self-reflection. It's never
Nothing
been
new under the
self-reflection.
sun. They
Hold
deal
on.
with women on purpose because they know they can easily manipulate you. There's nothing new. Okay,
What?
so let's keep it 100. Now, let's go back to what I was talking about.
You got to say that again. We didn't hear
There's
you. Say it again.
I
women,
didn't hear you.
women have a certain amount of time. They have a certain amount of sexual market value. Okay, so yeah, so and once you get to that point, y'all chose to get jobs, degrees, and have Pookie and Ray Ray and all that. And when the time's up, and
Sir,
men like
I would
start to
really love to have a conversation with people who are not spouting red pill talking points. I really
this is
would appreciate
facts.
that,
Oh,
because
man,
those factors are not always factor. Human beings do not go by red pill counter the points that you all keep bringing up. Her sexual market value means nothing if a man finds her attractive. Hold on. It has nothing to do with her she not being able to get a man at 50. It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with whether he desires her or not. Stop saying women lose their sexual market value. That
They
doesn't
do.
happen.
Yes, it
That
does.
doesn't happen.
Why
Just
can't you
because you don't find her attractive doesn't mean there's not other men around the world
There
that
we
don't
go.
find her
Let's touch
hey,
attractive.
on that. Let's touch on
Lie.
that.
That's a
It's a
lie.
talking point to
listen to
degrade women. Stop it. Stop it. It's
We're
a
not saying
talking
no, it's
point
not.
to degrade
It don't
women.
degrade women. No, it doesn't. It's acknowledging. We're not saying her value as a human. That's where y'all get it mixed up. It's
They
not
like
saying her value. We saying
You
her
would never have
sexual,
said sexual market
sexual,
value
sexual
if it wasn't
marketplace.
a
Yes,
talking
there
point.
is. We observe the sexual marketplace every Tuesday, freaking Thursday and Sunday. We observe it, and they sit here and y'all talk about the guys that are too short and talk about the women too blowed out. The marketplace is real and it's observable truth. So we need to stop that. Women by nature age out of beauty, and that affects their sexual
What do you mean
marketplace
age
value. It's
out of
observable.
beauty? But you make it seem as though along the way they don't have results that they want. Just because a woman gets to 35 doesn't mean she's out of her sexual market value. She can't get
No,
what a
it just means
25-year-old
it
can
means
get.
she's not as valuable as she was when she was 25.
That's
And so
according
forth
to
and so
you.
on.
According to you
No,
all,
to all
not to
men,
every
you
man.
According to
understand.
all men.
Listen,
Otherwise,
y'all
she
can
would never have men
no,
that.
you just
Ooh,
refuting the facts, and that's good. That's granted. That's called delusion.
But see,
y'all
here's
can
the
do that
thing.
all y'all want. But
Here's the thing.
the men are speaking.
But here's the thing: we don't look at you all and say you're too short, you're too this, you're too
What?
that. And wait a minute, hold on. We don't look at the men out there and say you're too short, you're too this, you're too
lie.
that, and you're not gonna get anybody ever. We never say that. We
Yes,
only
y'all
hear you
do.
men.
Yes, y'all
We
do.
only hear you men saying, "Oh, you're 40. Nobody's gonna want you after 40." We never say that to men. That's you have a
We
sexual
never
market
say that.
value.
Hold on. We never tell women nobody. We tell y'all can get a couch Negro. Y'all can get nug nug. All the men that no other women want. Y'all get them guys.
Ladies, I want to say this to you too. Is that
I'm saying without degrading women, have a conversation.
All right,
we
let
let
him talk.
talk.
Let him talk.
Your
Evil Queen.
value is based on the type of man you can keep. So if you guys would get married and stay married, there will be no women over 30 that we have to worry about. There will be no wall. Married women don't hit the wall.
Amen.
It's not
Amen.
enough. It's not enough men for every woman to even have a husband. First off, and what about
Because
people like
monogamy is not our culture.
I know we have a issue in our culture with getting back to being family oriented because we always had been. That is a known black thing to be family oriented. This whole this that has always been part of our culture. What I'm saying is that And I wasn't, and to answer the first question, I didn't make an assumption when he said that when he made the statements that he did about Black women not being family oriented, not being this. And I know a lot of Black women that are married, that are family oriented, that want children, and all of this. That's why I said, if you couldn't get it here and you're complaining about the women here, then I guess that's why you went there in order to find a woman. And the men have said that if a man is complaining about what he can't get, then that means that that is a low value man, in so many words.
It's called pros. That's what it's called.
If a man, and the first part is assuming that they can't get women. You gotta look at it from the other side, that they are getting women that these men don't want them. They go into greener pastures. They're not going to get worse women.
So if he can't, if a man is in a situation of, like y'all said, complaining about the women that he's getting and can't find the type of woman that he wants, all these, because I know plenty of 25-year-old Black women, white women, whoever he want to date, who don't have children. So if a man is getting up here complaining about America, Black women not being fair, I know plenty of Black family-oriented Black women, and you go to Africa to get a woman who's in a third world country where our dollar is 3 times the amount of their shilling or whatever it is, then all I'm saying is that it is, to me, a higher risk, just like with the green card, babe, that this might not be solely for love. I'm not saying specifically with yours.
Well, here's the deal. Thank God you don't date women. That's just you coming from a woman's perspective.
Can I say?
I want to get Tierney in here. She ain't said nothing. What you got, Tierney?
Okay, so I just know how to speak from honesty. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. You're not gonna get no caucus out of me.
Yeah, well,
okay,
come on, Tierney.
Just letting you know. My first husband was from Kenya, so you're not gonna try to convince me that Kenyan women are any different or any better than African American women. I think your problem.
That was a man.
Let me finish.
No, it's a man.
Let me finish, because I hung around their women. I hung around Nigerian women, Kenyan women, Congolian women, and I know damn well they're not better than us. Anyways, what I'm saying is, if you're from America and if you're 45 and you found you a 25-year-old woman, most likely, not assuming, but she's
43,
easier to,
not 45.
Okay, you'll be there.
Get it right.
She's okay, got 43, 86. She's easier to control. Okay, when you're dealing with an American woman, hold on, sir, I'll let you speak. When you're dealing with an American woman, she's not gonna let you talk to her crazy and cheat on her and control her and feel like you can do whatever you want to. But when you go for those younger women that is still getting their brains correct and knowing how to put pieces of the puzzle together, it would make sense why a man of 45 of American mentality will go for a Kenyan woman, because you feel like you can control her. Now, all this, hold on, I ain't saying that. All of this passport bro conversation, it just says to us women that you don't even know how to get it right here. What makes you think that you're gonna be good getting it over there?
Under the microphone when you're talking, so
I'll let you cut me off because I'm a gentleman.
Oh, finish talking. I'm gonna put you on the microphone and put that mouth under the microphone.
No, don't be disrespectful. This is a panel. I'm not being disrespectful to you.
All right, go ahead, Tierney. Go ahead, finish your point. We got. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just saying we don't have to be disrespectful, but like the ladies just said, we are not telling you guys, because you men got kids. Do you have kids, Mr. Okobi? Do you have children?
I don't have any children.
So just to me, a man over 40 with no kids is a red flag. That is a very negative thing, because it just says to me that you've just been screwing. You've been screwing for 40 years.
That's a problem with me.
You've been sexting women for 40 years and haven't decided to put a ring on one or to commit to one. That's a negative flag to me. And I'm just saying, a good woman, not a younger girl, is not going to take a chance on a man so much older and say, okay, let me go ahead and settle down with you.
According to who?
You want to go ahead and because you have no rap sheet of showing that you will be stable in being. You have no stability in being stable. That's all.
Okay, all right, now go ahead, get it.
Women,
let him go, Tierney. Let him go now.
Now, right quick, Kobe. Before you go, Kobe, this is the same woman that says she likes to date younger men because they are easier to groom. Now go
But
ahead,
not no
Kobe. Now go
43
ahead.
and 25. That's outrageous. That's my children's age.
Tyranny,
speak
you
after the
said
vote. Let me speak
you
after
like
the
to
vote.
date.
Okay.
Tyranny, you can't. This is the pot calling the pot a pot, even if it's that. Well, let's assume what you're saying is
Can we
true.
not
Tyranny.
jump on the women? Because y'all do this every time
You
men get
said
on the
up here
panel.
and said you only date younger men because they easier to control
Not no
and
43
You said
and
that.
That's because you ain't
25.
there
That's
yet. You ain't 43.
ridiculous.
You can't speak that because you
You
ain't
said
43.
it.
So
You
I'm
said
gonna
You
let you go.
think as a 43-year-old woman with well, he ain't got no kids. But
Well,
why
we
the
get
heck would
that
I want to date a child only to control them? Now I don't. My guy is 8 years younger than me. I don't have to control him. He's already mature.
We done had this
Okay?
discussion before. That's why men and women aren't equal. We've been talking about this all night.
But when a woman hears a man over 43 with no kids, I'm just saying it's just a red flag.
All
That's
right,
all I'm
so go
saying.
ahead, Kobe. Let me
But
respond.
the difference is, see, y'all talking about dating. There's no such thing as dating. There's no such thing as a single woman. Okay, there's only three type of women. There's married women, there's divorced women, widow women, and there's concubines. So I'm not dating. I'm married. You guys can't even. You ladies, you got married. You got lucky to get married after that first baby.
I'm
But
about to be married again, baby. I'm engaged
Well,
now. What you mean I got lucky for nothing? He's the one that's
He's not talking
Tyranny,
He's
stop.
not.
y'all stuck on this dating, this European concept of dating. Okay, so you can't even get past dating. You can't even get to engaged.
this man.
Okay, so I'm a married man. I went through all those ceilings. I put the work in. Okay, but I did have a lot of practice along the way, and I was able to escape the single mother plantation. I was lucky. I'm one of the lucky. It's like coming out of the heroin game. Not many people make it out without going to jail or dying.
Man.
So I know I'm lucky. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But when the Most High showed me what it was, and He showed me who my wife was, my wife found me. I didn't even find her. She found me. Okay, he's grooming her. He's doing this. She found me. I didn't know who she was. You see what I'm talking about? So what I'm saying is, y'all talk about dating. This ain't high school. How can we get our families back together? You guys have been brainwashed with this Willie Lynch education stuff, and you guys do everything that makes you feel good. If it's destroying your family, destroying your husband and your children, as long as you feel good, y'all time is going to be up, and we're going to expose y'all. We love y'all, but we tired of playing.
You
Y'all
said the Most High.
Kind of women. There's married women. There's widows, and what else I say? There's concubines. So the single stuff, y'all got high body counts, and this is why you can't bond. Okay, and y'all being exposed. My wife, I'm gonna be real with you. My wife was in an arranged marriage when she was 16 years old. How many of y'all know anybody that was in an arranged marriage?
I just know you out of order talking about the Most High and you dating out of your culture. So I don't know what you're talking about. Because it's not your tribe of women. You can't talk about the Most High.
Dirty, the hypocrisy.
How dare the hypocrisy? How dare y'all sit here and keep taking up for a Kobe Bantu? Okay, I'm just saying you can sit here and talk about the Most High. Okay.
Stop, go ahead, brother.
But I have a question. I have a question.
All right, we'll let you go after him, HQ.
Can't bond because her mouth, and she slept with. She got too many secrets.
I don't have no secrets, baby. Everybody know what Tyranny done been through up here.
Can't trust it. It's all about trust.
They know, but I ain't got no secrets, baby. Everybody know what Tyranny been through and what's
you don't even got to tell me the secrets. I know because you run your mouth.
Good. My mouth is too used to be ran. You welcome. That's why you can't be with no black woman, because you want a woman to shut up and don't say nothing to you.
I got a black queen.
No, you got an African queen. There's a difference, baby.
What you got? I'm gonna let Heathen Queen. Heathen Queen, what you got? What you got, Heathen Queen?
Here's my thing. I mean, we're definitely not going to feed into the passport bros are going overseas to find a wife thing, because we know that's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. It's already been debunked. So men are going to find, if they're going to find anything, they're going to find their wives. People have to be intentional. Now, just because you couldn't find one here doesn't mean that they're not good women here. There are good women here. There are good women in Africa. There are good women all over the planet. The point is to find that woman. It doesn't matter whether she has high or low body count. You wouldn't know the difference one way or the other. I could say I only had one partner and I could have 10 and you wouldn't know about it. So men asking about body counts, that's irrelevant and it's dumb, right?
But when
So you don't know. You don't
not
know.
a wedlock. That tells a lot.
But you don't know. So I'm saying you don't know. It does, but you don't know.
I didn't know the exact number.
So you know I have a body count, but you don't know how many.
Bond with a man, if you're over 30, what have you been doing in your best year?
Women, hold on. Didn't Tyranny just say because you're over 43, there's a problem with you? Stop saying it's about. Hold on.
But that's not true, though. That's not true.
Hold on. Stop saying it's a problem with women.
Just because she said it don't mean it's true.
Just because you say it's true. What you mean? No, I'm sorry. Here you
just because he says it's true doesn't mean it's true. He's saying the same.
You don't want to be equal.
Sir, can I speak, please?
When it's time to pay the bills, how come y'all don't want to be equal?
Sir, can I please speak?
Okay.
Just because you say women can't bond doesn't mean it's true either. Okay, you're just
what's true? Well, tell me what's true.
Sir, you're just speaking. That doesn't mean it's not true. You can have body counts.
Tell me what is true, ma'am.
No, I'm not telling you what's true and what's
Stop
not.
Being
I'm saying
everything ain't always subjective.
Sir, you just said because a woman has a high body count, she can't bond. Hold on. We know for a fact that you guys or you red pill men seem to think.
We're not talking about men. We're talking about women. We're not talking about men.
Hold on.
We don't have vaginas. We don't have periods.
Sir.
We can smash all year long. You have a period.
I can't take this.
Sir, can I please? Just because a woman has over 5 bodies doesn't mean she can't bond with a man. I don't understand where you all get that from. And yet you all can have over 5, but you can bond. That makes no sense. We're both
if you guys would get married and stay married, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Sir,
you wouldn't have to worry about body counts and being over 30. Get married and stay married.
Sir,
well, listen, and Mr. This is my question. First off, I have nothing against people dating outside of their race. If you genuinely meet and it's love, it's love. Okay, I don't care where you're at.
Get married.
Get married, right? That you waited 43 years to do because you couldn't find anybody that you wanted. So my thing is this: we need to self-reflect and stop making it like, oh, women. What about women who get married and then their husbands die? Or what about women
married so we don't have this problem about being?
Well, you're speaking and you took 43 years. Why couldn't you find somebody?
It's not about your value. Is not about money. It's about the type of man you can keep.
My value is about who I am. Value is who I am.
That's colonizer telling you that.
Sir, do you get that same message?
Told me nothing. My higher self, and I know that my value, the way that I operate within my community, the mother I am for my children, the way that I help other women, that is my value. You have been
valuable. Your husband's not valuable.
My husband's very valuable. What are you talking about?
Value is hinged on the type of man you can keep. Why is that so hard?
Sir, nobody's disagreeing with you, but that is not the only value that proves what a woman's value.
Goalposts.
Okay, so no, I'm not moving the goalposts. You're delusional. So you mean to tell me all these 304s who are married to these millionaires, that shows their value, but they were ex-porn stars? Exactly. That's why you can't make comments like that, because sometimes women can slide by with their beauty. What I'm saying is that a woman's value, yes, of course, her husband should make sense while they're together. I'm not arguing that, but you getting up here and making it like you're the person to listen to because you ate by going to a third world country and your wife finding you probably on Facebook. It's not
Crystal. Golly, like, why do we keep?
As soon as he opened up his mouth, he started talking about how he has basically Black African American women aren't doing it for him. Women in America weren't doing it for him. He started with that.
Now let's touch on that. Can that not be true, Crystal? Can that not be true that the woman that he desired and was not over here?
That can very much be true.
Okay. And just how it may be true that some women's may not be over here in the States. There's nothing wrong with that on either end. But
you didn't hear me when I said if people genuinely meet and they live in a different country and you live here, that's fine. But based off his energy,
and then you follow it up with a poke to the eyeball.
Right, because that was my general statement. But with him, all of the things that came out of his mouth, if listen, just listen to this. These Black American men, they ain't nothing. They don't want to work. They don't take care of their kids. They don't know what family is. Half of them in jail. So do you fault the Black woman for going to Europe to find? Because I found my husband in Europe. He takes care of business. He pays all my bills.
No, we won't fault you. Go. We told y'all to go do it. We won't fault y'all.
I even do that for you because you got a real bad attitude.
Oh, now she has a bad attitude.
See how I don't have to assume. What y'all don't know is I'm very intuitive, so I can always pick up on people's energy. And see, the assumptions that y'all think I made, he said a lot in between his words and out of his words. If you're 43, and like Tyranny said, she ain't lying about that. To us women, because we're speaking from women, it is a bit of a red flag when a man is 43.
For older women that grandmas.
When I was 20, I still felt the same way, and I'm 30, 31.
Yeah, 30. All of these older women.
Perfect.
I'm confused.
Not perfect. You got a mistake.
I'm not saying anything is wrong with mistakes.
There's been women on Kendra. There's been women on Kendra that prefer older guy with no kids. That's how.
So why is it that you don't incur? Why is it that you don't have this much smoke for Nug Nug or Pookie, who keep making baby mamas and not marrying those baby mamas?
Because like I said, men don't hit the wall.
What?
We can wait till we're 50, 60, 70 and still have
No,
children.
You're not answering my question. I said, you said to me, stop having babies. Why don't you have the smoke for Pookie, who keeps making a whole bunch of baby mamas?
We're not talking about Pookie right now. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, we're talking about what you wanted to talk about. So therefore, we're talking about what I want to talk about. So we're going back and forth, right?
Y'all getting spanked. That's what the problem is. Y'all getting spanked.
This is what y'all are creating.
You're just spouting red talking points. It's not getting us.
The mental illness is going to be real in the red pill community.
Women hit the wall, and that's a fact.
You're not
asking Kobe a question.
You're 80. Can you have children when you're 60, 70, 80?
Yes. Women can have babies.
See, and then it's that. So here we go. Y'all want to talk about red pill talking points, and then Tyranny sit and say a woman can have a woman
can have a baby at a later age.
And no, you said 60 and 70. You said 60 and here we go. If she can, if you were a fetus, would you raise your hand to be born to a 60, 70-year-old woman? Would you raise your hand for that?
If I was
I want to be born. Say no, you wouldn't. I'm saying it's a selfish act. It's selfish to try to for a woman to try to bring a child into this world and she's 60 or 70. If
it's
it
actually selfish.
Mr. Walker,
it's selfish on both ends.
Thank you.
So
you don't think
men are the ones that's dropping off? See, in my
so you don't think it's irresponsible for a man that's 45 to get a 25-year-old pregnant, and then she has to raise those kids when he dies off at 60-some years old?
You want to know something else?
But a woman who does that, she's irresponsible. But he's not irresponsible.
There is no woman. 1 second in the marriage. There is no woman that's like, if I pass away, I'm gonna make sure my husband and kids okay. Women don't think about that first because typically they don't. So you ain't making no sense. The men, it is real men. And this brother Kobe, he a marriage-minded guy. He like, I got insurance. If something happened to me, my wife is taken care of. Am I right, Kobe?
Absolutely.
So that's the thing. So even if he does pass away at an older age, most marriage-minded, responsible men have insurance and stuff in place to where their wife may have to deal with the emotional distress of losing their mate. However, finances, not so much.
One second.
I'm not finished. This is one of my talking points that women, if you get married, like brother Kobe's wife, this brother passed on and transitioned to the next life, and his wife can actually have a whole nother life. She can be 40, 50. Brother Kobe passes on and she get that insurance, all of his belongings, and she can actually go and live a whole nother life. She got a whole nother life to live
with a whole nother man, because it won't
be exactly.
Because he ain't got no kids. So he gonna leave all this money for another man.
All right, hold on. We'll get back into it in a minute. Shout out to Turb. He come through, says, what did she say? I missed it.